Welcome back to Own the World Plays Out of the Park Baseball 21 as the Chicago White Stockings. It is time for the 1883 offseason, and we can jump in. We get to look at some of our recently retired players. So I think there's actually a couple of headliners here. We got Dick McBride. So the end wasn't very pretty, but 218 wins, led the league a couple of times, 2 Cy Youngs, so very much in the running. Other big name players, Wes Fissler, played for us for several years. Again, good career, just over 1,200 hits, so there's a good middle there. Career 323 hitter, about 25 WAR. So he'll be a borderline case. Outside of that, probably the best player is Scott Hastings. And only 766 hits, so we're going to probably start to use the general rule for these first groups as like 1,000 as being the key. I mean, otherwise some of these guys are near nothing, like Larry Ressler. I mean, he played 4 years and 82 days of service time. He had a grand total of 8 hits in his career. So that's really about it to talk about there. We're going to go ahead and get moving. So we've been given a goal of upgrading first base, so we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, Tony Mullane might fit. I actually am not as concerned about the pitching anymore because we've got Radburn is still 28. He gives us something solid. We are going to be a little concerned about Pratt, who's 35. But still giving us something. And Cassidy's actually still surprisingly young. He's not great, but he makes up for it with his bat. Like, he hit 314. Like he was worth a win with the bat. Now, granted, he also played first base and right field some. Not a competent first base, but a decent, and then a decent right field. So, he gives us a little bit of something. So I actually should go turn that off. Yeah. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Teammates. We're going to delete this. Oh, I don't care. First base. We want better than good. We want superstar. And age max. No, we'll bump that all the way up to 27, 28. See if they will find us one of the Pittsburgh players. They should. We'll take one of the 3. I mean, I'd prefer to grab brothers, but, So we start off with our Great Glove Awards, so in the American League. It's all of those guys. The National League. Pratt picked it up. Nice on him. That's actually, I think, his first. Best fielder, yeah. Impressive. Anson won again. I mean, that's 11 of those. Davey Force, I'm so surprised. I would have thought Irwin. Well, Davey Force is actually a really good shortstop, so that's not a shock. And then Jack O'Brien out in center. Yeah, that should be his for a while. So, what is that one? Yeah. Now it's reliever of the year. We might have a candidate this year. You never know. In the American League, it goes to George Bradley. National League, Charlie Reynolds. Okay, 37 appearances, 33 strikeouts. Okay, so he actually got used. Platinum stick, so this should be Anson, Pike, O'Brien, maybe even Cassidy. Haley Richmond got it. Okay, respectable. Not going to complain about that. King Kelly, Roger Connor, Fred Dunlap, Levi Merrill. Jeez, he got it over Anson. That's a little surprising. That is actually a little bit surprising. Those two guys go back and forth on that one. Jack Glasscock at shortstop. O'Brien got it. Good for him. And then Pike got it. Yeah, the end is nigh for him. The end is nigh. He's 38. He can't field anymore. He can still hit. Usually what ends up happening is these guys stop being able to hit, stop being able to play the field. I mean, those are two monster seasons at the end. Rookie of the year, I don't think we have a rookie, so. Doopy Shaw, yeah, that would be the right pick there. And in the National League, Jerry McCormick for the Philadelphia Quakers. Their third round pick. I mean, it's a decent year. Not Charlie Hodnett had. I mean, the ERA, I think, was concerning for him, but he had the wins. So, interesting choice. Hardy Henderson. How'd he do? 11 and 21. Like, he might have been better. He was the first overall pick. No, that's fascinating. His pitches are better. So he will be better in the long run. So, manager of the year, that will be our guy. Cy Young. This could go. I think it's Mullane. Yeah. And Britt over there. No shock. No shock. MVP, this one is wide open. I mean, this really is a wide open race because none of our guys were complete standouts. Since Barnes over there, like that it is always. But it's Jack O'Brien getting it over King Kelly. He just compiled everything, really. He didn't, I guess he led in WAR. That's interesting. But he just added up. He got there. I mean, King Kelly had a great year. He's a great catcher. So, well, okay catcher. But, yeah, I shouldn't be playing him at catcher, I don't think. He's too good. I mean, Anson finished third. Pike even got votes. Cassidy and Hyam. I can't believe Cassidy got a vote. That's wild. Okay, the draft pool announcement. So we're probably, I have to go back and look. Are we 15? We could even be something like 13 with how good the American League was. Okay. So, a lot of pitching. Jocko Milligan, the only one who's not a pitcher. And he's a great catcher. I mean, this looks like a pitching heavy draft. Bob Black. Yeah, these are pitchers that are game changing. And Ferguson can play center. Jeez, that's just bonkers. So if we go look at this, we won 76. So they actually have 3 better teams. So we'll get the 13th pick. So winter meeting started. It's time to go talk to our friends in Pittsburgh. See if they'll give up a first baseman. Yeah, they want O'Brien. I just can't give up O'Brien. It's first base. Center field's too valuable. I mean, I'll give up Comiskey. Well, so you still just want O'Brien. Oh, poor Ben Pike. It might be time for Ferran to go as well. We need to redo our corners. Yeah, you don't want these guys? I don't know why not. Okay. Try a different first baseman? So you wouldn't trade Orr. Would you trade Roger Connor? Yeah, you just want O'Brien. It's the only thing. It's the only thing I have. Okay. We are going to shop Pike. See if somebody will take him. I think it's time to send these guys off. Yeah. I think that's going to be the issue. Pike and Ferran are. I mean, Tracy can still field. That's why we'll let him hang around. I mean, he's just kind of body at this point. Ferran? Anybody want him? Ooh, people do. Hang up lots of things. And it's all relief pitchers. All relief pitchers. A backup center fielder. Nope, he can't field anymore. So he's available. Ed Kaskin. You know, unfortunately, it's one of these where it's just like, well, I guess we ride this out. Dave Pearson doesn't do anything for me. Blondie Purcell. Now, that is interesting. Can't field. Blondie Purcell. You don't think it's fair, but he's how much younger? He's 6 years younger. Really isn't that different. I mean, you have anything else you'll throw up? Let's check your old people. I don't want your old people. We could have Tommy Beals back. He can only play left now. I mean, you're not going to throw me any other bones here, are you? I mean, I could pick up Bill Sweeney, but I don't know if that really does me any good either. I mean, I'll throw him on. Okay, you won't trade him. That's fine. Billy Reed. mean, he seems like one of those guys you just kind of add. Oh, that's too recent. Tom Manziel. He can be immature in his behavior. Awesome. Not there. Lucey, he's one that sometimes if you can pick up, he can barely field. I mean, if you threw him in, I think we'd consider it. Okay. So we won't pay for Ferran. I think it's a good deal. So I'm going to swing this. Yeah. They'll have to get over themselves. But that immediately puts Blondie Purcell in right. So we solved one problem. We got Young at one position we needed to. What else do we have? I mean, catcher, we're good. First base is just kind of this collection of things. Jim Carlton's been around like 12 times. I mean, we may as well see if we can pick something up for him, because he's just extra. I mean, he can bring me a relief pitcher. I mean, at this point, you're looking at lottery tickets. Denny Mack. I don't think he's really any different than Carlton. I mean, that's the problem. John Glenn, is he past fielding? I mean, I don't really need John Glenn, but it does feel like that does give us something. It buys us probably one more year. Out of these guys. Order Schaefer. Wonder if they trade him? I doubt they would. Farrell, Irwin, O'Brien, Redwood. Yeah. Nothing we're willing to give up. We're not the piece away. Gunnagy doesn't add much. I mean, I can see if they'll throw him on. Yeah, you're feeling... I feel like you're actually putting together pretty good offers. Sensendorfer, I mean, I can always bring him back. He can't field anymore. So we won't go that route. Linehan, I think he was always a backup, and he can't field either. Marshall King could never hit. And this is the problem they have. I mean, if I could figure out the Dave Rowe trade, that might be the one. I mean, it's a little better than John Glenn. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I'm giving you another first baseman. You like first baseman. Okay. I don't know why you want a first baseman, but you do. That seems to be the Pittsburgh prerogative, is first baseman. Billy Sunday's probably too young. No. Huh. Wait, throw him in? He was traded. Dasher Troy. Don't really need him, but see. Okay. I do like this trade. Jim Carlton's been shifted around like 12 times. Yeah, but that has allowed us to remake the outfield a little bit. And so let's look. So we went through our first base pile, saw what we had. We're happy with that collection. Second base, probably need a little bit of something more there. Nobody likes Ed Somerville. I mean, he gave us something. He's 30, so let's shop him. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? See if we can find something. I can have Jim Devlin come back again. Danny Mack, Will White. Swap him for Billy West, who at least has a good head on his shoulders. What? Okay. Well, I think we'll kind of play out here then till the draft. I mean, there's not much between then and now. We've received a trade proposal. Do I want that? I mean, it's not a terrible player. But you want John Manziel. Okay, that's nothing. And you want Jim Halpin. That's nothing. Huh. Now that's fascinating. Because he could be a good player. He can start. Like, I mean, I don't mean this the wrong way. There's not, like, he's a backup. But I don't need pitchers. I think we're going to move on. Meetings have ended. So let's get through the draft, because once we have the draft, then there's more players available who can be traded. And that's what we really want to see. Send me Oscar Walker. We're going to need a little bit more scouting on that. You want to get Tom Poorman. But Poorman can do other stuff. I think you're asking for a bit much. I don't see that as being a real trade. But we'll see what you have to tell me. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see it. I think I'd rather have Foreman. It doesn't change the trajectory of our roster enough to make that a worthwhile trade. Yeah, there's still nobody. Shouldn't be. Yep. First year player draft. Yep. So, we do have the 13th overall pick, which is good. Somehow the Gothams have 4 and 5. That's a little scary. But there's 358 players. Wow, this is the draft. It is time. The league is going to change. With 12 rounds, yeah. This is going to be the wild, wild west. So, Baltimore, first up, takes Bob Black. Louisville takes Daisy Davis. Lady Baldwin to the Quakers. Jocko Milligan to the Gothams. The Gothams also take Charlie Buck Gegas. Pittsburgh takes Peekaboo Veach. Tom Tito Daly to Cincinnati. Alex Voss to the Browns. Bill Vinton to the Grays. So, ooh boy. Sam Barkley, he's 25, but it would make Farrell tradable. Oyster Burns is a power hitting right fielder. He's 19. You've got Billy Nash, who could develop. We could go the John Murphy route. Oh, Boston's up. They take Ed Cannonball Morris. Oh, I misread something. The Atlantics take Jack Clements. Detroit takes Charlie Ferguson. You want Al Atkinson, starting pitcher. Oh. That's why we were confused. All players. Yeah, I mean, it has to be him. Mind tends to wander. I think there'll be a great pitcher next go around. Like Barkley could solve a lot of problems. That's what worries me. Mind tends to wander. But he would be a rotation anchor already. I think we're going to continue with our let's go crazy offense. Let's take Sam Barkley. Okay. So there's Dan Casey. I mean, that actually looks really good. He's 21. He needs to throw a little faster. That does worry me. Hank O'Day. You like Dan Casey, huh? I mean, that is good. Okay. I'm going to bite. We're going to take Dan Casey. Okay, so this is where this gets interesting. Because if somebody like him is going to be hard, Oyster Burns, if he can develop, that solves that problem. Yeah, I'm going to draft Oyster Burns. This is the draft. It changes the week. Thinking, thinking, thinking. We want to see if we can grab Jim Donnelly in the next round. We can. And Adonis Terry is here too, who can play all the outfield. Has many unique interests. Right. And Jim Donnelly, 16. Okay. Sorry, I love my contact potential. And a 16-year-old, which will be perfect. That should time very well with the end of Anson. Okay. Wow. Let's just look at starters then. Because at this point, there's not much left. John Hamill. I mean, it's the best of the ones. What are we doing? Where did we get to? How did we get here? Batting ratings, that's what we were after. So it is those types of players. So, I mean, we could go with a quick grab and get somebody like Elmer Cleveland, again, providing backup in the infield. Alex McKinnon provides first base. He's 27. Ed Crane in right field. He can catch, he can play the corners, and he'll pop home runs. Yeah. You're probably not going to say that. You like Elmer Cleveland. We already grabbed a third baseman. I like Ed Crane. There's still people here that are worth grabbing. Bernie Graham. Defense is a little shaky. Lou Sylvester, he's 28. I'm not going to reach for that. The question is there something in like a guy like this? He's not quite there. So who are you feeling? John Crawley, a catcher who can't catch. Right. What about John Morrison? He's 24. I mean, that's center field depth. He's got range. He's going to commit some errors. He has good leadership skills. And he's Canadian. We need some Canadians on our team. I mean, if you say Bernie Graham, we'll take Bernie Graham. I mean, we're collecting bodies. Okay. Pitchers? What's left? John Katanish. Really gentle. Yeah, that's not a player that will play for us. He does something elite, so let's grab Katanish. He's 20. He'll get time to develop. Although these guys are going to be around for a while. They're going to be relief pitchers galore. Okay, so there's not much left over here. I mean, let's look at Dave Drew. He might have something left in him, so let's grab that. Yeah, Frank Harris, a first baseman. Sure. I mean, or John Cahill. He's going to avoid the strikeouts. Yeah. I think we need to look at pitchers. This is going to be one where it's just wild, wild west. Lou Galvin, he's got some stuff. Don Sheehan. Oh. Frank Foreman. Yeah. I think it's Sheehan. I mean, I hate to shop on some of these guys, but Frank Beck, what do you give me? Comes from a bloodline of ball players, but we'll need to. Oh, let's check out Al Mall. He throws fast and is young. Let's do that. Okay. So we'll negotiate with Mr. Mall. Meet his demand. We can do that. But now comes the wild, wild west. Because this is going to be all about signing free agents. Because this is the first time it is on. So, yeah, we're just going to. I mean, I don't need these guys. Okay, so this is where it starts to be relievers. Or people that I don't have to pay a major league contract to. Bones, Eli. All batters. There's a bunch of these guys. At this point, let's just love a minor league system. And things to throw in trades. Yeah. It's going to drastically slow down what we do, but okay, anybody who's got potential down here will, I mean, it's got something. What's the worst that can happen? We have to cut them. I mean, will mean we have a minor league system. We have things to draw on. Let's do it. Okay. Bye, kid. Jim Donnelly, awesome. Oyster Burns. 5 draft. I don't think we have anybody who's eligible at the moment. Yeah, people are signing left and right now. Or no, we got 12. Shouldn't be anybody eligible. We'll sort that out here after this mess. I mean, seriously, there's nobody in here. Yeah, auto draft the complete draft. Yeah, nobody took any picks. This was not the year for there to be any picks. I mean, what would you do? First free agent signing, John Kiley. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, we just signed lots of people. They would send me George Wood, getting Farrell, Bakley. No to that. Now, but that. Wow. So let's go. You want to. Let's get a scouting report. I mean, he could be really good with our team. I don't mind giving up. Really? Okay. You wanted Farrell. I'll throw Farrell on. Yeah, you want something else, but you're not getting it. You can have Somerville. I'll pay you to take both of these guys. Okay, now we're talking. Actually, this is the moment. Let's go talk to my friends in Pittsburgh. See if they will separate themselves from their first baseman collection. They have 5. They just have 5. I mean, I am more. Some part of me wants to go for the or route, but you got to have Dan Brothers. Like, he's just so much better. And if I'm willing to put Farrell in the trade, Ben Comiskey, because this is the one time where you can deal players. So now you want to start talking. Okay, now it's just garbage. Booker, who is this guy? You can have him. What if I remove him? you want Irwin or O'Brien. But if I trade Pharrell, give you all the money, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. I mean, can I get Dave Rowe? I mean, yeah, we're not quite getting there. But I do feel like that is the trade, because we can just bring the other guy up right away. We're going to get a 25-year-old Dan Brothers. Now, we are trading our second baseman to them. It's a little dangerous. I mean, they are getting a major upgrade at second. But I just don't know what else to do. Yeah. Yeah. That should be exciting. We finally got Brothers. We are going to have to sort some things out here. Barkley's just going straight to the main roster. Donnelly, AAA. There's 42 players. Oyster Burns. He needs to develop a little bit. Crane. Morrison. Graham. Casey. Mall. Sheehan. Cottonish. We just collected all the catchers in the league. I mean, seriously, we just collected all the catchers in the league. Apparently, Dave Pong here. Harris can play in Double-A. Drew gets the bump up. Let's throw Halpin up. He's probably not ready, but that's okay, just to get guys playing time. Maskery. Manziel. I guess unknown Scott. We still have 26 in single A. So let's see who's still left on the block. Kid Butler, Charlie Jones. Yeah, I mean, I'll offer you the minor league contract again. Okay. This has been a very long off-season. A lot has happened. Yep. Hall of Fame voting. So let's just keep collecting players. Voting results, there was nobody eligible. Preseason begins, oh boy. Jack Leary was diagnosed with lacerated hand. I don't even know who that is. There's so many people now. He's a relief pitcher. He's a minor league relief pitcher. Got it. We have entirely too many people now. That is an insane number of bodies. Oh, yeah. I'll offer you the minor league contract again. You thought you had something, huh? Right. Yeah. Like, I want you to sign me. Yeah, the league just changed. John Glenn, that was a pre-draft. I mean, you still give us something, but wow. Hutchinson. Yeah, you don't think it's in your best interest? That's fine. You can go somewhere else. I mean, we're just making a minor league. Okay, spring training begins. The next big date on the calendar. Bones? Yeah, we're done. We're done. I didn't need you that badly. Frank Foreman. Frank Wyman. You guys are probably going to need to think about what happens. So, you guys can think that. We'll offer these guys minor league contracts. So, preseason predictions. This ought to be wild. Because there was just a major talent influx to the league. So, they've got Boston. As being number one. We're still going to score our runs. It's just our pitching is what they're concerned about. So this is where I think, are going to have to get creative. So, I'd like to see it the other way around. So, spring training. These guys should all get a look. Mall, Sheehan, Contish, Field. I mean, Donnelly, not really, but it's worth it. Nope, did I move the wrong person? I don't care. My broken down random catcher I found. There we go. So let's play till opening day. I received a personal message. Well, you guys all think that, that's fine. What if you decided our rotation should look like? Casey, Radburn, Cassidy, Pratt. Okay, you don't like Jersey Backley, huh? Interesting. Till opening day. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that, so. I threw it out there. You didn't take it. Player development. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Jack Leary, Contash, Casey, Katie, lots of people. We're getting to scout. Frank Foreman signed there. That's fine. Opening day. There's just so much that's going on. Thomas Lynch, what do you offer me? I'm not offering anything, but if you would like to come play, you can have a minor league contract. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need what you are offering. I do feel like this is probably going to be a bad year here. At this point, we're going to ignore these guys because they're just not interested in actually signing. Yeah, the league balanced out. Look at that. 13 and 17 to 18 and 12. There's a 5-game spread. Should win it all. Top prospects. Yeah. Now there are actually prospects in the game. There is a league full of people. We are going to jump in, look at our preseason predictions here. See where this all falls. Oh, they've got Boston running away with this thing. Us being the only one in the chase. Anson and Brothers putting up monster numbers. And that's it. On the pitching front, I think Dan Casey's my best pitcher. Okay, well, I'm going to end this here, and we'll think about what our roster is going to look like offline because this has gone on quite long. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.